Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Benchmade 535 Bugout. So stay tuned. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get to the specs of the knife before we begin talking about it. You have about a 3¼ inch blade that is 0.09 inches thick, made from a CPM S30V. As you can see here, drop point blade that is just under 7.5 overall length and a closed length of about 4¼ now, as you can see, the pocket clip here is left or right side tip up, and that is all you get. Very generous lanyard hole, but definitely a deep carry pocket clip. And guess what, people? This weighs in at 1.85 ounces. I mean, this is so light, you literally will forget that it's in your pocket. I mean, I've carried it a ton. I got it at Blade Show last year. I bought it from a buddy, and I have carried it an incredible amount. I have used it even more. And as you can see here, you got the axis lock, which I always love because, you know, I love my Spidey flick, but you can also get the bench flick. So all you got to do is hold the lock open and you can close it effortlessly. I mean, you have a polymer handle that the total width is about just under a ½ inch. Well, let's see, I had written down about 0.42 inches thick. You do have a little bit of chimping here, but it's more just for show. It doesn't really do anything. You have anodized thumb studs here. As you can see, those are blue. A little Benchmade logo there. And I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed carrying this knife. Not only is it fun just to flick open and close, but with the S30V, I mean, that is a really good steel. Edge retention is excellent. Takes a razor sharp edge and a good mirror polish. Hopefully you'll be able to tell. The sun is moving around the trees here. So now, how is it for sharpening? Like I say in a lot of my videos, especially with high-end steels, best thing to do is to just not let it get dull. I strap my knives all the time, so I keep them razor sharp. But if it does get dull, I have the Work Sharp angle sharpening system, so it's mostly like doing it freehand. It does take a little bit of time, but it's not too bad, not nearly like the M4 or the S110V. As you can see here, you have the unsharpened swedge at the top. Just makes it for a really cool look. Now, who would want this and why? Well, I'll tell you this. One, it's extremely lightweight. If you're a backpacker, I mean, I've done a bit of backpacking, and you know, since I've been here on YouTube, recently I've just had so much gear to test over really the past couple of years that it's just way too much to try to backpack in somewhere. So I do a lot of car camping. But most backpackers I see either just carry a small pocket knife or a neck knife. Now, when I backpacked, I always carried full-size knives because I just that's just my thing. I don't mind carrying that extra weight. But if you're really counting ounces, this is what you're looking for. This is not a hard use knife at all, because as you can see, there are, hopefully you can tell, there are no steel liners in there. It is just skeletonized polymer. So not going to be a lot of bearing down really hard. You're not going to be twisting, you know, torquing on this blade. But for all of your light duty tasks, I mean, opening packages, cutting up boxes, opening the mail, food prep, all of those it will do outstanding. Cutting cords, cutting rope, you know, doesn't matter what it is, it's going to do it, and it does it extremely well. And like I say, at 1.85 ounces, you literally can forget that it's in your pocket. And that deep carry pocket clip makes it so it's pretty much invisible. Maybe I'll try, I got the Spyderco military that I was just reviewing. Hopefully you'll be able to tell. It is freezing cold out here, sorry people. But there you go. Just a tiny bit of blue if you're looking down at it, but from the side, I mean, you're barely seeing anything, just the pocket clip. And that is always my favorite kind of pocket clip, is one that will bury the knife as much as possible. Now with Spyderco military, you're not hiding that, and with a knife this size, you really can't. Even with a deep carry, I mean, I'm sure that would help tremendously. That's just a big knife. So get this back out, guys. Just a ton of joy to fondle. Collectible possibly, but definitely a user. I mean, like I said, I've used it a ton, and it gets addictive to just flick open and closed. I mean, I could do this for days. That axis lock is just awesome. I have one other Benchmade, the Benchmade Barrage. It's a spring assisted knife, so you can't really flick it open and close and have as much fun with it as you can with this. But man, I'm telling you, this part is almost as much fun as using it. Carrying it, awesome. Like I said, you'll never feel it, and you can use it forever because the edge retention is outstanding. And I do believe they come in a coyote colored now, if I'm not mistaken, or tan. I think this is all that was available when it first came out, and so when my buddy bought it, this is all they had. And I mean, either color, whatever floats your boat, is going to be awesome. And just, yeah, this is absolutely light duty EDC perfection. I mean, you'll just carry it and then you're not going to want to stop, I'm telling you. Because I love some lightweight knives, and you know, the longer I've been in the outdoors and being involved in daily preparedness and stuff like that, the lighter and smaller my knives tend to get. And so this one definitely is just amazing. You can even have it, it's really cold out here, so it's kind of hard. You can sometimes just let it go and it just almost closes itself. But you know, it's like low 30s I think right now, and my hands are starting to go numb. So gonna have to wrap this up because also it's draining the battery with the cold. But I had a chance on a bright sunny day to actually get outside and do some reviews, so here we are. Highly recommended. I'll leave links in the description below. I think this is going for about $115, $120, maybe a few dollars on either side depending on where you're getting it. And definitely 100% worth the money. Just give you one last little look at it, because yes, I know there's been a bunch of reviews on this so far, but I just had to give you my opinion because it's awesome. All right, guys, hopefully this will help you in purchasing a new lightweight awesome blade. And in the meantime, guys, be prepared and have fun.